Alright folks, welcome back to For Johan. This is going to be tough. We are so tired. You don't need to see those again. There we go. I clicked that by accident, obviously. So this is what it's probably going to have to be. We need to keep we've lowered the training intensity level right down. We're very low for this week because we're going to be playing games for most of it. But it just means look at Younes, look at Neres, look at Sim de Jong, all 92, 91. We're resting those players. We do bring back in Veltman. Fortunately, the defence is okay. So that's what we're going to go with. Central midfielders as well. We've rested Van der Beek and in comes Sinkgraven. So I'll see you pitch side. It's Alkmaar. It is important. Vitally important. But I can't kill the players for it. I really can't. I'll see you pitch side in just a second. So here we are then. That is your confirmation of your team. For Alkmaar, they did beat us in the reverse fixture. There's not too many players I recognise, and by that I mean Ron Vlaar is the only one I recognise. And for what I remember of seeing him in the Premier League, Aston Villa should have sold him to Man United when they had the chance. They missed that chance, and he left for nothing. So fingers crossed we can continue in fine form. At least this is a home game, although, we've still got the champagne from the cup final with fresh. You can still taste it. And Nuri will probably go into the book there. That was pretty clumsy. No, he doesn't, does he? No, he doesn't, unless the referee's speaking to him for 4 minutes. So a throw in now. Dykes takes it to Kluivert. He looks for Nuri. Finds Dolberg. Works an angle. Good save from Bizot. And it goes away for an Ajax corner. That was probably the chance, though. That's what Dolberg does so well. He's got such a good turn on him. He often just sends the defender one way and is able to come back in the other way. I suppose the advantage of having Ziyech fit is that he's probably better than Neres. It's just that Neres, it's terrible, Kluivert. Neres has been so good for us that he's forced Ziyech onto the bench after his injuries. So it does mean that when... Oh, I thought we were going to skip away. We might skip away. Is Nuri? What's he going to do? He goes for 3 points for Wigan and gets them. That's a long ball and it's collected by Beto da Silva. He's all on his own on that left flank, our right. And we step in there. Verba steps in and releases Dolberg down the left side. He's got runners in, I assume that's Nuri. He arrives, he strikes into the back of the net. And the rotated front line, Dolberg is the mainstay, does the damage. Abdelak, I can't even say his name. Abdelak Nuri with the goal. I thought it had gone wide, to be honest. You can see that's a great first touch from Dolberg. Keeps it moving. That's a great ball. Nuri hardly has to break his stride and slides one past the goalkeeper. And we take a 1-0 lead in this vital game at this stage of the season. Absolutely key if we want to. You can see there, it says that Alkmaar are starting to come forward in numbers. Perhaps that means we should switch to counter, but I think we'll play on as we are at the moment. So we've got the backing of the home crowd. So just after the half an hour mark, and Ben Hassani gives it to Van Rijn. And here's Verba, Sinkgraven, Nuri. Finds Dolberg. Can he strike? He can. It's 2-0. We have an air of comfort now. Alkmaar not threatening yet. 35 minutes played, 2-0. Alkmaar yet to have a strike. That's a bit of a punt to nothing, and Verba intelligently comes forward. He's been an impressive performer in this last 2/3 of the season. Dolberg, great first touch. Second hits it into the net. 2-0. And surely we're going to make it 2 wins in 3 days and push into first place in the Eredivisie. That's where we need to be with 1 game to play after this. That's half-time. Wonderful shot of the stadium in the background. 2-0. I am absolutely thrilled, to be honest. We'll tell the lads not to be complacent. Now, I don't know if this is a general point in FM this year. The team talks... Not telling players to be complacent. When you've got a happier dressing room and you seem to have players on your side more. In old FM, you used to get sometimes an angry reaction of, I don't understand what you mean. As though these players are idiots. These players aren't idiots. These players are professionals. I'm saying this, likely the next game they'll all go red when I say don't get complacent. But it just seems a bit more intelligent. I know some people I've seen comments about the UI. It's not hard. I know it's different, but it's not hard, is it? Come on. Second half, Sinkgraven to Dykes. Screen will fade in a minute, but we'll continue with it. Dolberg finds Kluivert. Where's he going? He gives it to Sinkgraven. I don't think he meant to. Nuri. I thought he was going to release Ziyech down the right side here, and Ziyech loses out. Hopefully that's it, though. There we go. Free kick now. De Ligt takes it, gives out left to Dykes, who's been pretty good for us, I think. Kluivert, that's a poor ball. That's a poor ball from Kluivert, unnecessary, and Alkmaar take a strike. I thought it was going to curl past the goalkeeper, Onana, but Onana just caught it. Insulting to the striker, to be honest. And Dykes is there again. Kluivert, can he do a better ball this time? He can, that's not bad. It plays the percentages. I mean, it's not ideal because you need it running the same way as the player, but it was a ball better based on percentage. Ziyech gives it to Sinkgraven, to Schöne, who sends Dolberg through the middle, and Nuri, bit of a tame effort, really. I thought Dolberg might have been better off just shooting from where he was, but he unselfishly looked for the pass. Ziyech could take this free kick and headed away, and suddenly Alkmaar are looking a little bit more threatening. And it'll be Svensson. He cuts inside and takes a strike. I mean, he had all the players to his right, and he ignored all of them. It's going to be Veltman with this throw now. There's a lot of chances early in this second half. Here's Mitchell Dykes. He's got his back to goal, and he has to go all the way back to Maxi Verber. Gives it to Sinkgraven, Schöne. Ziyech to Veltman. Finds Ziyech, crosses, Dolberg heads. It's just off the outside of the post, and it goes wide. I think we're coming to a time now where fitness is going to play an issue. And given that we played very recently, a lot of these players were involved in that game, we do need to consider changes. And I think what we'll do is we'll bring on Lukaku for Dykes, and Schöne's probably going to have to make way as well. We're probably going to be looking at bringing in Gelson. It's fitness, it's legs, isn't it? That's what we need. We need to keep the ball moving, and straight from those changes, a corner headed down and struck. That was a good strike from the man with a longer name than anyone. Dos Santos Souza strikes just over the bar. Kluivert now. Here's Gelson, Nuri, Veltman. Finds the back, interested. And Gelson, ooh! No more to say. Fernandez now. Next goal could be key. There's been so much going on, and just Beto da Silva, they've got big names. I thought that was him when that bar changed at the top for a sub. Don't do that to me, game. Right, let's hope we can do better. He's cynical, Van Rijn. He's got to walk. That's his second yellow card, as far as I'm aware. He was going to be suspended for the next game anyway. He's certainly going to be suspended for it now as he gets sent off, and that should swing the pendulum back in our favour. The free kick, as a result, is Ziyech, and he strikes, and it comes off for a corner following a block from Uwayan. Nuri crosses nowhere, and Lukaku will pick this up. I could pretend that's Romelu, but you know, don't you? I could nickname him Romelu, and then everyone will wonder why he's not very good. And I mean, he's not bad, is he? I'm insulting the great man in Jordan Lukaku. I think he's actually pretty good, but you'd be wondering why he's not scoring goals, and also probably why he's playing at left back. So we get Černý on for Kluivert. Kluivert's been a little bit lame, as far as I'm concerned. A few passes that have been misplaced. Not great running. Verber's up. Sinkgraven probably should have scored, to be honest. I mean, it wasn't far away, was it? But he probably should have done better with that. So 20 odd minutes to play now, 20:15. We're just seeing out time, and it's getting to that stage now. This really is the business end. And Lukaku wins, he heads down, he wins there again. It's 2 interceptions he's made. That's Veltman. And Sinkgraven gives it to Černý. That was a nice ball. It just unfortunate to deflect off his back of the man in the way. And Dos Santos Souza, I've been impressed with him since he come on. I know he had that strike that really drew my eye. But there we go. Lukaku delivers a bouncing ball back to Onana. Never nice to see. Just pass it along the ground. And Onana goes, nice ball into Ziyech. Saw the space, and Ziyech was just happy to pick it up. Here's Lukaku. He's got on the ball a lot since he's come on. Here's Černý. We've entirely changed the left flank. Has a striker across and off the bar, and all sorts of things happening, Matrix style. Who knows? 10 minutes to play. Nothing doing. Well, now there is Lukaku. Throw into Nuri. To Veltman. Gives it to Dolberg. Finds Ziyech. And slides it wide. He probably should have gone across goal there. That was quite wide. A miscue perhaps from Ziyech. He's just not really been as good since he's come back from his injuries, and that's a pity for him. Makes me think maybe we should have taken the 14 or so million pounds that we got offered from Atleti. But we'll see next season. He's not going to lose substantial value. And that should be it. Just 35 seconds to play. And we record what looks to be a comfortable 2-0 victory over Alkmaar and position ourselves with one game to go at the top of the Eredivisie where we need to be. We've got 15 seconds. Veltman finds Ziyech, who finds Nouri. We do move the ball nice. Sometimes it breaks down in that final third. So there we are, trying to play that final ball through perhaps a big clutch of players, and sometimes you're always going to struggle. If they've got so many players in the way, it's difficult to thread the needle. But that is full time, and we were fully in control and a delightful performance, I've got to be honest. That was a great win. I think we'll leave it there. Great stuff. So we're getting... we'll rotate the front line again, and we'll go for the Bilbao game. So we've got one game to go. We have a substantially better goal difference. So all we need to do is match Utrecht's result. It is going to be ourselves or Utrecht. Utrecht play at home to Venlo. You'd expect them to win that. Our final league game, you will see it, is away at Excelsior. You'd expect us to win that, but it is away. We can be a bit patchy. It's going to be a tense last day, and we've still got to play Bilbao in the Europa League semi-final second leg. And 5-1 sounds secure, but if they score too early, you know what I mean. Anyway, do pop a like on the video for me if you've enjoyed. Do subscribe. There's plenty of FM18 content on the way. I'll see you on the next video, and that'll be very soon. Goodbye.